Hello, nieces and nephews. This is Auntie Netta, and welcome to my channel. You guys have finally got Zulu down for her nap, and you guys, I decided to get on here to tell you why I will never buy candles from Bath and Body Works and or Yankee Candle ever again. Okay? They just got too ridiculous in the price department, and I'm just wondering where my freebies at. So I took matters in my own hands. Hello. Y'all, I just tried my hand at candle making. No, I didn't look at a tutorial or anything because I wanted to be unique. So, y'all about to see my first try at this candle making DIY. If you're like me, you got old candle containers sitting around the house or glasses and storage containers that you never seem to use. First, you need to grab those, and then you're going to pick up these wicks. You guys, I include all the links to the items down in the description box. No, this is not sponsored, but I'm just sharing with you what worked for me. Then go on your kids' school supplies and pick up however many pencils you need per container, okay? Next, you're going to need a large pot, preferably a pot that you don't mind messing up. And remember, I picked these up a couple days ago from AKA Target for $1.19 each. Y'all, that's cheaper than the $1.25 store. So yeah, you know I had to use those. Make sure your candles are fragrance free because you're going to use your own fragrance oils. Again, I'm going to provide all the links below that is needed to do this DIY. Next, you're going to purchase some pipettes because we're not going to pour the fragrance oil in as much as we would love to. The next item is optional. You guys, I tried my hand at putting some additives in my candles, so we're going to see how that worked out. I used dried rose petals and lavender flowers. Please make sure you have one of these. These will definitely come in handy, not just from candle making, but also those gift baskets. And they are affordable more than you think. But of course, that link gonna be below so you can see it for yourself. The proof is always in the pudding. Y'all, these vinyl chalk labels saved my life. And you can pick up a chalk marker from just about anywhere. Here's a Dollar Tree hidden pearl, you guys. I call them shower caps or container shower caps. They will come in handy with storing away your candles. Look at these old candle jars. They look busted and disgusted, child. Child, I need to clean these things up of soot, wax, dust, fur baby hair, everything. So I'm going to show you what I did. Just simply boil some water and pour them directly into the candle jars, and you just let them sit forever, how long it take for that candle wax to float to the top. Now that's just nasty. While those sit, I'm just going to pull out the fragrance oils I plan on using in each candle. And I went in my storage closet and found some Glade wax warmers. So we're going to see how this work out. Looks like one got cleared up. So what I did after the wax popped out of one of them, I just put it in hot soapy water. Once you soak and clean your containers, feel free to let them sit out maybe on a dish towel to let them air dry. By the way, the wax in this jar took roughly about 12 minutes to loosen from the container. Oh, the struggle is real, you guys. I had to end up getting a butter knife and giving it a little help because that brown jar have to be at least 5 years old, and I'm just getting around to it. Well, that's life. Well, looks like we got another one. Well, of course, the more wax you have in the container, the longer it's going to take for your wax to release from it. I suggest if it takes too long, you guys, dump the old water out, put some more hot water in. I mean, I don't know. Well, while I was sitting there waiting for the other wax to loosen, I just cleaned up some more containers so I can make more candles. Hey, why not? I got the scents. I got the candles. Let's just make something happen. Finally, good gracious. And you guys, one thing I will tell you, when I was cleaning out the brown one, I used a scrubber to get the wax off, but it would start taking off the paint, the brown paint. So there's some scratches in this jar. All right, got everything lined up, everything clean. It looked like they in the process of drying. So yeah, let's get this candle making party started. Yep, I dive right on in. You guys make sure you get a mug to accommodate the size of your candle, your fragrance-free candle. Bring it to a boil, but don't have it the water too high because we don't want water in our wax. Also, here is the wax melt. So you guys, I didn't have, I guess my warmer, wax warmer broke. So hey, why not make a candle out the rest of my wax melts? Once my water came to a boil, I turned down the aisle and put a lid on top of the pot. Nieces and nephews, it seemed like I skipped a step, and you guys, I just simply took a wick and just rolled it around the pencil. That way it can hold up while I pour the wax into the container. You kind of can see what I did there, but please be mindful. Those wicks be moving all over the place, so just pour slowly, don't rush. See, I was rushing because I was tired. So yeah, so when you put it in there, just pour a little bit of wax in there just to hold the wicks in place and let it dry. Don't put a whole lot, just enough to cover the base of the wick. Then I went in with a little fragrance, not a whole lot, just a little, because what we're going to do, we're going to alternate. We're going to do wax, a little bit of scent. We're going to do the wax. We're going to do a little scent. You get the point. It may be much for some, but hey, I want to smell my candles. Hello? Please do not cross-contaminate. One pipette per fragrance. Say it with me now. One pipette per fragrance. Good job. Now I know why I be skipping steps, you guys. I didn't want to take a chance of burning myself while trying to record this video. So I just used a oven mitt, grabbed the mug, poured in the containers with the wicks, okay? Now, when the wax start looking low, grab another candle and just pop it right on top, okay? It should be fine, and the wick will stay at the bottom of the mug. They'll just collect at the bottom of that mug. No worries. We'll get them out when we're done with this project. All right, as you see here, I did exactly like I mentioned before. Fragrance, wax. Fragrance, wax. But at this point, I started adding additives. And this one on the left, I added some sage. Yes, you guys, this world need a lot of sage, honey. Here's what it looked like after filling all of my candle containers. And you guys, I put on the containers the name of the fragrance, okay? But this is where I messed up. All right, so work with me here. I let my candles sit overnight, but I woke up to craters in my candles. And you know that's a no-no. Presentation is everything, even if I'm making it for myself, okay? This is how I rectified the situation. Remember that heat gun I was telling you about earlier? Use that. Only aim it at the edge of the container. We want that part of the wax to melt down and fall into that crater that was made, okay? Soon you will see your candle leveling out. By continuously turning your container this way, it will allow the wax to level out evenly. Once you're satisfied at how things are looking, grab that wick and hold it until it gets stiff and won't bend over. Okay, so here is how it look after you level it out. It's still a little bit wet in the middle, but after a while it will dry. When dealing with wax, things can get a little messy. So this is how that vinyl chalk label saved my life. I had to clean everything and I end up had to clean the label off. But that's okay. We can go back in and use the chalk marker to label them again. And please remember the fragrance used for that candle. Now, y'all, just because it's a bedtime candle, that doesn't mean you go to sleep while the flame is flaming. So it's safe to say I turned these into these. Oh. There are two things I would change if I did it all over again. Don't label before pouring in the wax, and be mindful of where you place your wicks in the candle, because as you see, I placed them all jacked up, child. They kept on going every which way. So regardless, I'm proud of myself, but this is my first candle making DIY. Yay! And you guys, those little shower caps, if you didn't have a top to the container, I put a shower cap on top to keep the dust and my fur babies out my candles. So please like, subscribe, and comment down the middle. And I will see you guys soon. Smooches! Love you. It smells so good in here.